guys, welcome back to deediets. I hope you're all doing well. If you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up and subscribing to the channel, please turn that red subscribe to gray. Ring the notification bell. That'll let you know when I'm putting out another video. What's on the menu today? Well, we're having stir fry today. Yes, we are. We're having stir fry. Now, some of you know from my last video that I started an all plant-based diet. I did. Now, I'm a big girl, my friends, and I am. And I want a healthy eating. I'm tired of eating the way I used to eat because that didn't seem to give me too many results. I was always hungry all the time. When you do a plant-based diet, and that's potatoes included, and I have a book here that I want to show you. It's called The Starch Solution by Dr. Mcdougall. You can go on YouTube and you can really pigfest his videos and his webinars, and they're fantastic. And he talks about potatoes and how you can have them in sweet potatoes, and you can have rice. Yes, you can have starch. And I don't know about you, but I'm like a starchaholic. I also picked up, and you can get these on Amazon, his other book, The Healthiest Diet on the Planet. It has recipes in here, and it's fantastic. It really is. I will show you. Look at the pictures, how beautiful and vibrant. You see that? So you can have vegetables, you can have fruits, and there's no weighing, just so that you know. There's no weighing, there's no counting calories, there's no doing this on a calculator. There's none of it. There's no counting points, there's nothing. Eat until you're full, and that's it. That's the whole diet, and plant-based. So today I'm making a stir fry, and I'm gonna start using some bok choy. And if you don't know what bok choy is, I have some over here. This is bok choy. And of course, I cut it up already, and I did cut up celery in here as well. So that's my cut up bok choy, and this is these are baby bok choys. You can get them in the grocery store. And we're gonna stir fry. Now, we're not gonna use oil because if you're doing the starch solution, you have to give up a few things. Oil, sugar, salt to a point with the salt, because I still put a little salt in my food. You have to give up all protein, all meat, all chicken, all dairy. So all that has to go. And I know you're probably thinking, what's there left to eat? Starches and vegetables and fruits. And believe me, I am eating fruit. I am feeling so much better. My complexion looks better. I feel better. I never thought these things would happen. I never thought. I'm 61 years old. So I've lived in this body for quite some time to say, I feel a difference. I have energy like I've never had in my entire life, which is just amazing to me. And I think it's great. You can just check out his videos and see what you think. And you can watch me do this process. I have to tell you, I don't miss meat. I don't. I do not miss dairy because I'm getting everything in my fruits and my vegetables and in my starch. I'm getting my protein in my starch, in my vegetables. I'm getting all of it, all of it. So I don't have to worry about, oh my goodness, should I have protein? Should I have meat? No. Listen, I've done a carb diet, and it does work, but you have to remain in ketosis. Yes, you do, for those diets to really work. And if you don't know what ketosis is, you should Google it up. I was on a ketone diet, oh my goodness, about Dr. Atkins, about 10 years ago. I lost 100 pounds in 6 months. Like that. But I'm going to tell you something. I had very, 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 very limited amounts of fruit and very, very limited amounts of vegetables. Because in my particular case, I had to eat 20 grams or lower in carbohydrates. Could you imagine? Think of what one piece of bread is and then tell me 20 grams of carbohydrates. I had to stay underneath every day to remain in ketosis. It's not easy. And then, of course, my kidneys gave out. They did. I ended up with kidney problems. I'm better now, but I ended up with very bad kidneys and kidney stones, all because I was processing way too much dairy and way too much meat. So anyway, let's get started. Let's get started making this stir fry. It's going to be easy and fast. And remember, we're not going to use any oil. Let's start. You don't have to see me. I always say that. What are we starting out with? I put the stove on a medium, and I have some vegetable broth. Any brand will do you. And I'm going to put some vegetable broth on the bottom of my pan. There we go. There we go. Remember, we're not using oil, so we're going to have to use some vegetable stock. And I'm not using any chicken stock because, of course, we're doing the whole vegan thing. Now, let's put, that's garlic and that is ginger, and we'll put that in. Put this up a little bit. Here's some scallions. It's a whole bunch of scallions. You know that you get in the grocery store, a whole bunch. Get that little one out of there. There we go. And we're going to put our onions in. Oh, you should smell right away. You can smell that ginger. And it's not even cooking yet, and you can smell the ginger. There we go. Now, I cheated, just so that you know, I cheated. I bought my carrots already shredded. Yes, I did. And I did buy a bag of coleslaw, which is just cabbage. It's just cabbage. And I figured, why do I have to do that? I can just let it, do it that way. But I'm going to let this cook for a minute. Going to let it, soften up. Get soft, and then I'll come back and we'll add the rest of the stuff to it. Is this not going to be the easiest thing on the planet? Now you see, I'm just stir frying in the vegetable stock. You can put a top on it and the onions will get cooked quicker. They'll become translucent. And when the stock, evaporates, you have it right next to you and you can keep adding. But we'll let this cook. Doesn't it look beautiful already? You should smell my house. It smells like a Chinese restaurant right now. Only healthier. Okay, after about 7 minutes, do you see how our onions are starting to get translucent and softer? And by the way, I use Vidalia onion, one big Vidalia onion, a sweet onion. And most of the liquid is now gone from the pan. So all we have to do is add more broth. So simple, right guys? Add a little bit more broth. And now we can add our carrots. I would think those would be the next thing to add. Let's add, look at the color. Look at the color going in. It's beautiful. Put those in. Oh, they're popping around all over the place. Look at the beautiful color. Let's put some more carrots in. When I was doing low carb, you couldn't have carrots. Oh my goodness, you couldn't have them. There are a lot of vegetables you couldn't really have. They wanted you to stay away from corn and peas. Now they encourage you to have corn and peas and beans. Oh yeah. So I'm going to put the lid on this and I'm going to let them get a little soft. May put just a little bit more stock in here, a little bit more vegetable stock. And put a lid on. Okay, so now this has been on for 5 minutes. So let's lift the top. Oh, and the carrots are really starting to look nice. Now they're pliable, do you see? Everything is, I wish you could smell my kitchen right now. It smells absolutely delicious. Now the next thing I'm putting in here is going to be the bok choy and the celery, which of course I already washed. And I'm going to stick this in here. Oh my goodness, look at that. Of course it's going to cook down somewhat. So let's put this in now. And we're going to take some more of the vegetable stock, put it in, cover this, and we're going to just put the lid on it and let it cook down. Okay. Okay, so let's lift the top now. 20 minutes has passed and see how it all shrunk down. Ooh, oh, I wish you could smell this, guys. This smells so good. It really, really, really does. And now we're going to add the coleslaw. This is just cabbage. And I'm going to add some of that in here. Oh, I'm going to add the whole thing in here. There we go. Add the whole thing. That'll cook down as well. Oh, I wish you could smell this. This smells so good. If you notice so far, I haven't put any soy sauce in here. And I'm going to show you what I'm using, just so that you know. This is liquid amino, okay? This is an alternative to soy sauce. It tastes like soy sauce, I want you to know. And I'm going to just put a little in here because it's got amino acid, and that's really good for us and our nutrition. And I will tell you on the back, and I'll tell you on the back, really. Do you see? There you go. You have to refrigerate that after you open it. I'm going to put that heat up on high now. Oh, I wish you could smell all this goodness. I really do. Let me just mix it around a little bit. Look at that. Is that so colorful? So flavorful this is going to be. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're going to put the top right back on it, and then we'll come back to it. Do you see how it all cooked down? It's still crispy. Not everything is like steamed like you would think it would be soggy. It's not. The stock is still at the bottom. You could reduce this more if you want. It's up to you. At this point, if you wanted to put a cornstarch slurry in, I'm sure you could, but I'm not going to because I know I'm going to have this for more than one meal. And I think you know what happens with cornstarch. Once you put it in, it's never really the same. So I'm just going to leave it just the way it is, and I'm going to serve it over rice, and we're going to sit down and we're going to sample it together. And I'm going to show you the size of the portion that I'm going to eat. Here's my rice. That's a nice size and a nice amount of rice. I measured it for you guys just so that you knew it's a cup and a half of rice on here. But remember, you're not weighing, you're not measuring, you're not doing anything. We're going to take our beautiful, look at this stir fry, guys. Look at this. Look how much I'm piling on this plate. Look at that. Look at that. Now that's a meal. It's almost as big as the plate. Let's sit down, eat it, and be guilt-free having it. Hello. Does this not look delicious? I'm going to love this. Oh. Now, this is a tremendous, tremendous portion. What are we having? We're having rice and we're having vegetables. And I know some of you right now are going in your head, oh my God, that's a lot of rice. That's a lot of rice. How many calories is in that rice? A cup of rice is 300 calories. Maybe there's 500 calories worth of rice here. It won't make a difference. It really won't. I can't wait to take a bite. I did put a little black pepper in. This is extremely hot. There's still crunch on the vegetables too. And I need the oil. Would you like a bite first? Mmm. 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 You can taste the sweetness from the carrot, the sweetness from the vegetables. The bok choy is a very sweet vegetable. Oh my goodness. This is delicious. Eat till you're full. Eat till you're full. You could have put more vegetables on this plate, but I know after I eat this, I'm going to be stuffed. And maybe later on tonight, I'll have some fruit. But this is absolutely so good. I hope you have the opportunity to try it. It takes a little bit longer than using oil and stir frying. I started at 2:30 in the afternoon, and it is now 3:20 in the afternoon. So it took an hour, but I wanted to soften my vegetables and at the same time do some other things. But this is so good. Mmm. Mmm. And if you think I'm counting the calories for these vegetables, you better be kidding. I'm not. I'm not counting any calories. I'm counting no calories. I'm having no portion control. I eat when I want. I eat till I'm full. And then on July 9th, I will weigh myself and we'll see what happened in a month's time. Started on June 9th. On July 9th, we're going to see how I lost weight in a month. I couldn't tell you. I don't know. All I know is I feel fantastic. I feel absolutely fantastic. So until I see you all the next time, my friends, be kind to each other. The heart, that's all that matters. It's truly all that matters. Manja. Mmm. Is that ever good? Bye-bye. Mmm. This is delicious.